Hey, Shalom, I want to give all the praise, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachahakodash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shal Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. Now, this was an image that I took earlier this week, and I've been holding on to it for a few days. I was going to say something on it, yesterday, but the Spirit had me forget about it. But my mind was on it because when I first saw it, I was in traffic listening to the Apostles. I think I was listening to Apostle Sahar at the time. And the apostle was going into the destruction. And as you can see here, this is fire protection. So I saw the fire protection. I didn't immediately see the numbers. I got half of it redacted. Try to do my best. But you can see the 1444 at the end. So then I saw that. And then it came to me. The 144 along with the 1/3. Also, because we know there's a great multitude when you read in Revelation 7 verse 9. And that's going to consist of women and children. That's going to be saved also. But the government body, to rule real soon is Yahushua and the 144,000. And those men will receive fire protection. Maybe that'll be the name of the lesson. This is Revelation 7 verse 3, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of Yahweh in their foreheads. And I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there was sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of Yashara'Allah. Now, when you read on in this chapter here, it actually breaks down the 12 tribes of Israel, which show that the children of Jacob will be here in these last days. That's the only way you can get this number. You got to get it from all the tribes. Now, when you go into this word Israel here, this is Greek for Israel.
Strong's G 2474.
Israel. But in the Hebrew, they have Yashar Allah, the way you're supposed to say it. Yashar. Yah is he. Shar is prince. And Allah is God, which is, it has it broken down here. He shall be a prince of God. So the angels are not allowed to hurt the earth, to see nothing until the Lord have sealed the gods. Seal what? His name and his Father's name, as well as this doctrine and the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven within their minds and their spirit. And those men receive the protection, which would be the actual shield or mark. Sort of like how Lot received a shield when he was fleeing from out of Sodom and Gomorrah. He had protection. And they were told, him, his wife, and his 2 girls, not to look back, just keep going, because the force field was behind them. So as the fire was coming down, it couldn't touch them. And then you know the story. She looked back. She doubted. She looked back. And then she turned into a pillar of salt. So she didn't receive the fire protection. But these 144,000 men, I'm not saying all of them are in the earth, because when you go into 1 Thessalonians 4:16, it tell you that the dead shall rise first. There's a certain amount of prophets that's in the earth, and there's a certain amount of prophets that's resting for now. They're sleeping, but they will rise. But once the ship get here, those 144,000 will be in that ship with Yahushua. And the ones that's in the earth, whether you got to be put away and put to sleep for a moment of time, your works do follow you, you still receive the protection all the way to the day that you had to go to sleep for a certain amount of time until you reawake. This is Ezekiel 9 verse 4. And Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark. Now this mark goes into protection or exemption. This is the Hebrew for the word mark in Ezekiel 9 and 4.
Strong's H8432. Tavech. Tavech.
Which is the wa, which is actually, no, hold on, what did we do here? No, that's the miss. This is it. That's not the right word.
Strong's H8420. Tav.
The wa, which is a mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. Fire protection. Fire protection. So these prophets are in the earth and they're growing, they're getting stronger. And you're exempt from this fire, which are going to come in the form of these nuclear bombs, the second death. And even though the 144, as well as the rest of the 1/3, they're going through the trials and tribulation, the falls and the stumbles and the ups and downs we got to go through in this truth until Yahushua get here, the elect have received fire protection in the form of affliction as well. Because the afflictions that we go through, which is related to as fire also in trials, that's for our growth, not for our destruction, but that's for our growth. So you're protected from any trial that you're facing at this moment, and anything that's annoying you and bothering you, or like Paul said, that thorn in your side, whether it's your bones, your body aching, your job, your woman, your children, your neighbors, or just the average Babylonian walking planet Earth trying to persecute you. You've been exempt in the spirit from that fire, those trials destroying you. The only way that we can go back to sleep is if the Lord puts us to sleep. That's it. But these trials that's going to be destroying these Babylonians, these Egyptians, this fire that's coming, Jacob's trouble, the thermonuclear bombs, that's for their wickedness. They don't have the shield. They don't have the Thawa, the force field, which is ultimately the angels that's protecting us. That's the force field. This is Psalms 34, verse 7, NLT. For the angel of Yahweh is a guard. And what do guards do? They protect, they surround you. Like a bodyguard, you can have one, you can have two, you can have 10, 20. Their whole job is to guard you. And you guard someone, the word guard is to protect. So that fire protection, those angels are protecting the 144,000, however many is in the earth right now, protecting them from the fire, to protect, to stand guard over, to watch over, to look after. You have angels looking after you. That's why the Lord tells us, don't worry about tomorrow, how we going to eat and what we going to drink. You know, those afflictions that's destroying the minds of these heathens today. Well, the Lord's elect is not supposed to be worrying about those type of persecutions because it's already set. And the more that we grow in the faith and we walk in the faith and we use our faith, the more that you can see that you're guarded. You're protected. You've been protected your whole life. It's just now you know it. And you know what for. Because you are down here for salvation. So you're going to need a guard to keep an eye on. So the angels will tell you the eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and the evil. And the Lord's elect, you got an eye on you. That's why there's a ship in the air following you. Every elect man has a ship signed to him, whether you can see it or not. Because the angels travel in those with things they call UFO, which are chariots. Those are vehicles there. Okay? They're not unidentified. They're identified in the scriptures. We know what they are, and we know who in them. Okay? And they're keeping an eye on you. They're also keeping an eye and investigating this world. It says to take care of, to safeguard. See that? Fire protection. These angels are here to safeguard you from the hell that's about to come upon this world. And ultimately, from these bombs. To preserve, to save. Going into Yahushua. Yahushua, Savior or Deliverer. These angels are down here to save, to deliver. And if we are the Lord's elect, we'll make it to the end, because he that endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. To keep safe. Psalms 91. So when the destruction come in noonday, when Jacob's trouble break out and they start shutting down, you know, brothers and sisters, bank accounts, and it's time to walk away from the plantation, and, you know, Ice Baby is heating up on the streets. They going from door to door. People looking around like, what you going to do? We going to step back. While everybody's moving forward, we going to step back. And we going to hit them knees, and we going to call on the names of Yahweh in the name of his begotten son, his only begotten son, Yahushua. And Yahweh Ratazah, we going to receive that proper protection. And we going to let them do what they do best. And that's to protect you. This is the time to step out the way. We going to step back, and we going to let the bodyguards do what they do best, man. It says to defend, to shield. Fire protection. That 144. That's why we say Yahweh Ratazah, we part of that number. That's the government body. Those are highly favored individuals in heaven. Like it was told to Daniel, you are beloved up here. There's some men walking planet Earth that's highly favored in heaven. Okay? So you have a shield to safeguard, to preserve, to keep safe, to secure, to fortify, a garrison. Okay? So those angels, for the angels of Yahweh, is a guard, a shield, a garrison. He surrounds and defends all who fears them. And that's what I'm thinking about when I saw this here, this fire protection. And the Lord is protecting us now. But the day we about to walk into, that's why I tell you that Michael, Daniel 12:1, Michael gonna have to stand up. I mean, these angels, and that's why we go back up. They gonna do what they do, man. And it's gonna be lovely, and the Lord gonna put some spiritual power in this men's hand too. But it's gonna be bullets bouncing off men. I mean, some dangerous, some Hancock shit going on, man. And it's what we preparing our minds for. Men go and start disappearing. Now you see them, now you don't. There will be certain men walking through walls, walking through doors, able to teleport. Certain men will have the ability to levitate. Well, this is all going to be because of the ministers. I tell you in Hebrews 1, the angels, the ministering fire angels, they're here to minister, to the Lord's elect. This is the time we coming into. Fire protection. So I was listening to this video here by the elder Kazak from Mississippi. Shalom to you and the prophets and the hopeful elect out there and around the surrounding area. It's called Graduation from Your Education / Cremation of Creation, which is good. This lesson is about a half hour long, and it was saying how Yahweh Ratazah, we those men, we're about to graduate, and to graduate is to get into that ship and consummate this marriage with Yahushua and receive those bodies and receive deliverance from those bombs, which is the second part, the cremation of creation. Because once that graduation takes place, you're watching the burning of this heaven, this current heaven or this current world. The Lord said, I create new heavens and a new earth. So this lesson is it came out about an hour ago. It's a great lesson. Go over here, watch it. The name of the channel is Yahushua is coming back soon. Okay. Yahushua is coming back. That's the name of the elder's handle. Right? There's a part in here that I'm going to play that he made a statement what prompted me to do this lesson, based on his son. Because like I said, I had this picture for a few days. I just didn't get around to it. And when he said that, I said, oh, man, I forgot about this this image here because this van was directly in front of me. And I took this because the 144 along with the 1/3 received that fire protection. But check this out.
For much longer? He gonna sweep this bitch, man. I hate to quote that nigga, man. That damn nigga rapper, 21 Savage. And he said in one song, hit the block with a broom, hit the block with a mop. And with that broom and that mop, are those thermonuclear missiles. Hey, the Lord gonna clean this shit up, man. He gonna clean up his earth. Hey, Yahweh Shah said, when he returned, he gonna gather out of his kingdom all things that offend. And he's talking about the people. So everybody that's breaking the laws, you got the, you damn Christians, so-called Christians, fake Christians.
So that's
you gonna go through these hard.
That's it right there. The Lord is about to sweep Babylon the Great. What makes you think of Isaiah 34, the besom of destruction. So as this fire, because as like the elder was going into, the wickedness of the people, the Lord is not going to let this play out any longer. The sins of this current kingdom have reached heaven. Compound interest is on the sins of these people. And the only people that's going to receive that shield, that protection, is the Lord's 144,000 and the 1/3, which are called the elect in the scripture. You receive the fire protection. So I'm going to read this here. This is Malachi 4 verse 1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. And this is the day we're approaching. And people have no clue that these bombs are here to be used. And they're going to be used soon. Soon. This is the day. But before this day, you had to have the Great Awakening. You had the falling away. You got to fall away to wake up. We got more prophecies to go. The MOTB, Jacob's Trouble. But once it all hits the head, Once that valley of bones and the elect receive that breath, and the 144, those prophets are woke, and those prophets are sealed, then all the words of the prophets are going to take place in planet Earth, which we're seeing right now. This is why this is very, very sensitive time, because we're so close. And the Lord's elect are the only ones that's going to receive protection from this right here. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud. These people are so proud. These people are so proud. Yea, and all that do wickedly, and the thoughts of man are continuously on wicked from sun up to sun down. Children, everybody shall be stubble. So you're going to be the fuel to that fire. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, while the Lord's elect receive fire protection. But the rest of these people, they about to feel this right here. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. So the Lord is taking you back to the essence. Everything will be recreated in the kingdom to come. A new heaven and a new earth and a new way of thinking and living. You will not come back with this stony heart. The Lord is going to give us a heart of flesh. Our children, the 2/3 that don't make it, that got to go through this fire to receive salvation. You will come back with a new heart and a new body. So this old you, consider it gone. That's why it's called the second death. It's the final death. There's nothing else. There's no third death. The first death was water. And the second one, the last and final, is going to be with fire. After the Lord visit planet Earth this way, in this fashion, he would never have to do this again in no form or fashion, ever. This is going to be considered enough to set the gods in their right position, because Yahushua is on the scene, and righteousness will be vibrating throughout this whole earth. But unto you that fear the name Yahweh and Yahushua, which is the elect, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing, fire, protection. Fire, protection. That's that ship coming for us. Yahweh Ratazah. Healing in his wings, which is the circumference of that mountain Ezra saw. The chambers, trying to consummate this marriage here. Revelations 19. Hallelujah. Kahala Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Glory to the Lamb. For the marriage is set, and her wife has made herself ready. And you shall go forth and grow up as calves of a storm. And you shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the sole of your feet in the day that I shall do this, saith Yahweh, the Lord of Sabaoth, which is the Lord of hosts, the Lord of militaries, the Lord of armies. This is right from the book, from the Bible. So we in the day where the Lord's elect is about to receive ultimate help from the heavens against this fire that's about to consume planet Earth. So, hey, we in a beautiful day, Akim. Beautiful day to be on the side of Yahushua and to leave this disgusting world behind, giving all the praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakahakwatash. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone who told us this truth. A sincere Shalom, Labakarium, Shah Yasha'Allah. That's peace to the elect of the nation of Israel. We about to get out of here. Shalom.